When it comes to admirals in Star Wars, many are not that well remembered, especially Republic and Imperial Admirals. I mean, we remember Admiral Piett, what a great job he did commanding Executor. However, who is the best admiral in Star Wars? Of course, we're talking about Admiral Wulf Yularen, who served Jedi General Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars, but recently appeared in another TV show, Star Wars Andor.
Are all Jedi so reckless?
Just the good ones.
Greetings my young Padawans, my name is Captain Jack and welcome to Star Wars Now. As we go through this Star Wars Explained video, I want you to share your favourite Admiral Yularen moment, or perhaps even a quote. Get commenting and see if we get the same moments as featured in this video. Use the force and hit that subscribe and like button to never miss a video from myself and the team here at Star Wars Now. A native of Coruscant, the galaxy's capital, Yularen grew up and joined the Republic Navy. One of his earliest engagements was one of his deadliest. The Battle of Malastare Narrows was where the Corporate Alliance blockaded the planet of Malastare. It's unclear what role Yularen played in the battle, but it is presumed he was a commanding officer of the Republic Navy starships. Yularen's fleet suffered critical losses against the opposing forces, which Admiral Trench led. Eventually, a Jedi-led task force, under the command of Jedi Master Kep Shi, broke Trench's blockade and destroyed his flagship, with the Admiral presumed vaporized along with his ship. Eventually, Yularen worked for the Republic's signature Bureau of Intelligence, until he decided to retire a few years before the outbreak of the Clone Wars. When the Clone Wars broke out in 22 BBY, Supreme Chancellor Sheev Palpatine urged Wulf Yularen to join the brand new Republic Navy, making him an Admiral. Therefore, this led to Yularen being one of the youngest members of the Naval Corps to achieve the rank. Newly commissioned Admiral Wulf Yularen found himself assigned to Jedi General Anakin Skywalker. Initially, Yularen was unsure about his new commanding officer. However, the pair eventually grew respect for each other and a strong working relationship as the Clone Wars raged on. Yularen's first battle alongside Skywalker and the clone troopers of the 501st was the Battle of Christophsis. Coincidentally, there is also Yularen faced off against his old enemy, Admiral Trench. Skywalker's fleet, under the command of Yularen and Anakin, initially tried to run the Christophsis blockade. However, Admiral Trench personally led the blockade defense, consisting of over 20 separatist warships and his personal command dreadnought, the Invincible. Yularen eventually concluded Trench had survived and proceeded to assist Skywalker in his new mission of using a stealth ship to ferry supplies to the planet below. While Yularen was under the assumption that Skywalker would follow Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi's instructions of simply delivering the supplies to Senator Bail Organa on the planet's surface, he was in for a surprise. This would be the first time Anakin Skywalker would show Yularen how different he was from other Jedi. Skywalker successfully attacked and defeated Admiral Trench in space combat, using the stealth ship weapon systems against the Admiral's own flagship.
Well, looks like we make a pretty good team.
I must admit, I am a bit surprised at the reckless nature of your tactics, though I cannot argue with our results.
With the blockade broken, Skywalker and Kenobi were able to land reinforcements onto Christophsis, and the Republic set up a military base. Yularen returned to space and led the Republic fleet against a renewed separatist blockade in orbit. He was forced to withdraw temporarily, leaving Kenobi and Skywalker cut off. However, he later returned to deliver Padawan Ahsoka Tano, eventually returning with Jedi Grand Master Yoda and more reinforcements for the battle. As the Clone Wars raged on, Yularen participated in many engagements alongside Jedi General Skywalker, Captain Rex and Ahsoka Tano. The Battle of Quell saw the Resolute arrive in time to rescue Jedi Master Aayla Secura, only for it to take a turn for the worse when the evacuation ship became damaged and jumped into hyperspace randomly. Admiral Yularen quickly finished up the battle and was able to plot a course to rescue the Jedi and missing clones. During the Battle of Ryloth, Yularen sustained injuries when a damaged Vulture droid rammed into the bridge of the Resolute. The Redeemer and a whole fighter wing were also lost in the first engagement. Yularen was out of action for the battle, but did authorize Skywalker's plan to ram a badly damaged Defender Star Destroyer into Martuk's droid control ship. This maneuver, and Ahsoka's quick thinking, allowed the battle to be won easily. Therefore, General Kenobi and Mace Windu decided to land troops on the planet while Yularen's fleet remained in orbit to deal with the remaining Separatist cruisers.
Good luck, General.
There is no such thing as luck.
During the Second Battle of Geonosis, Yularen commanded the aerial support for the battle. He personally commanded a large task force of Venza-class Star Destroyers, Republic frigates, and Arcturus-class cruisers. Later, he would also oversee the hunt for General Grievous during the Battle of Seleucami. The Battle of Sullust was a close engagement for Admiral Yularen. The Resolute, a Venator-class Star Destroyer which served as both Anakin Skywalker and Yularen's flagship, suffered heavy damage, and was therefore lost in the battle. However, luckily, Admiral Yularen and most of his command staff were able to evacuate before the starship's eventual destruction. During the closing months of the Clone Wars, Yularen participated in the Battle of Ringo Vinda. He He commanded a brand new Avenger Star Destroyer and worked with Skywalker to locate a destroyed new class transport shuttle, which had been transporting a faulty clone trooper known as Tup. Later on, Yularen was also present on Coruscant along with General Skywalker when Ahsoka Tano and the Martez sisters accidentally crossed into military airspace. While he was unaware former Commander Tano was on board, he was not impressed with Martez sisters flying. The end of the Clone Wars saw Yularen briefly reunite with Ahsoka Tano, and she came to Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi with Bo-Katan, seeking help to remove Darth Maul from the planet of Mandalore. As Ahsoka was preparing to depart, word reached the fleet that General Grievous had kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine. Of course, Skywalker and Kenobi would race to Coruscant to rescue the Chancellor. It's presumed Yularen would take his fleet there as well. Though Yularen would start as an admiral in the Galactic Empire after its formation in 19 BBY from the Galactic Republic, he would be concerned with campaigns in the corporate sector dealing with pirates. Therefore, he would eventually resign his commission and pursue a career with Compnor, otherwise known as the Commission for the Preservation of the New Order, and specifically with a branch of the Imperial Security Bureau. With his admiralty under his belt, he transferred to the ISB with the rank of Colonel. He dealt with the Empire's security from an intelligence perspective rather than the Navy perspective he had previously worked in. During the year 5 BBY, rebels attacked an Imperial base on the planet of Aldhani, stealing over 50,000 credits in the process. As a high-ranking officer within the Imperial Security Bureau, Yularen spoke to other officers about their new initiatives, which would crack down on rebellious activity under the Galactic Empire. There Yularen announced the law, which was the Public Order Resentencing Directive. It imposed harsher penalties on anyone convicted of criminal acts affecting the Empire. Such activities also included the Anti-Imperial Talk and Conversation Directive. In 2 BBY, Yularen would be concerned with the Night Swan campaign, a series of events orchestrated by a rebel known as Neville Sagani, who went by the codename Night Swan. He would be joined by a rising Imperial officer known as Thrawn, which would lead to dealing with a lobbying group that was spying on senators, the Imperial Annexation of Umbara, and the freeing of Wookiee slaves, just to name a few. This would culminate in the Battle Sector insurgency, which would raise Thrawn up to the rank of Admiral. During a battle, Yularen did not fully trust Admiral Thrawn, even asking Commander Vanto to keep an eye on him. Initially, Yularen questioned Thrawn privately about his tactics and strategies in dealing with the insurgents, especially when the Chiss tried to negotiate a peaceful resolution in the events taking place. Yularen respected the Chiss officer. He was aware that Thrawn was working in a xenophobic military organization, therefore going out of his way to culminate civilian allies for the officer. However, while he was impressed by Thrawn, his tactics concerned Yularen, especially the unorthodox approach to situations, like the willingness to negotiate with the enemy. Later on, Colonel Yularen was invited by the now Grand Admiral Thrawn to aid him in identifying a rebel spy among his staff. The spy went by the codename Fulcrum, and was leaking classified information to the rebels via Imperial channels. Yularen put his intelligence work to the test as he questioned several sector command staff and personnel aboard Thrawn's flagship, the Chimera. Initially, Yularen was suspicious of Lieutenant List, that he was a rebel spy due to the young officer's code cylinders being used in a suspicious circumstance. Eventually, Grand Admiral Thrawn revealed to the colonel that his best student, Agent Alexander Callas, was the spy they were searching for. The pair decided not to do anything immediately, thinking they had already caught Callas. Now it was just a matter of time to getting in to lure the rebels from hiding. 2 years later, Yularen would be present at a meeting on the first Death Star in 0 BBY, concerned about the security of the station due to the recent action at Scarif in stealing the plans for the mobile battle station. Unfortunately, the colonel would remain on the station during a battle of Yavin, and be lost with everyone else on board the station after its destruction by rebel forces and Luke Skywalker. The loss of Yularen was a crippling blow to the Galactic Empire. His experience and the respect he commanded among officers and citizens was something the Empire could not easily replace. His expertise from the Republic days and into the early days of the Empire would leave both the intelligence and the Navy sectors without a senior man of authority to work with. Additionally, as a personal friend of Emperor Sheev Palpatine, it only reinforced the Sith Lord's desire to wipe out the rebellion as quick as possible. So, that's a report on Admiral Wulf Yularen, easily one of the best admirals in the Star Wars universe. He was considered an efficient veteran naval officer. Despite his initial agreements with Jedi Anakin Skywalker, he respected the chain of command, and therefore, it allowed him to work with his Jedi General in ways none other could. A big shout out to voice actor Tom Kane, who ultimately gave Yularen his iconic voice in Star Wars The Clone Wars. He would reprise the role for Star Wars Rebels and various video games that featured Yularen over the years. Did you also know that many figures actually Yularen doing the Clone Wars intro? While it is Tom Kane, the same voice actor, it's not actually the character of Yularen, just someone known as the announcer. Actor Malcolm Sinclair portrays the live-action version of Colonel Yularen in Andor Season 1. He's appeared in Episode 7, titled Announcement, which lines up with where Yularen would canonically be in the Star Wars timeline. It's unknown how large of a role Yularen will have in the series, but either way, we're excited to have a live-action version of such an iconic and legendary character. Alright Exalted Ones, that's it for me. Share with us your favourite Admiral Yularen moment in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest Star Wars news, lore and more. You can also follow us on social media as well, but make sure to let us know what you think in the video comment section below, because if you're talking Star Wars, then we want to hear about it. That's it for myself today on Star Wars Now. I've been Captain Jack, and we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you.